Welcome back. It's time to catch up with our good friend Linda Brown. Of course, she's a realtor extraordinaire.
Oh.
You are co-founder of The Gathering Tree and Eden Village, and might I say national celebrity since you appeared on the Kelly Clarkson Show. Was that amazing?
That was a real treat, yes.
I remember watching it and crying in my living room because I was so happy for you.
Oh, my word. And I was so scared.
Were you really?
I was so nervous.
We do have a little clip. I think I sent it in time. I think it's there. Take a look and just tell us kind of about what we're seeing in the experience of that.
Whenever we drive past homeless encampments, my daughter River is always puzzled. She's sad about it. She has lots of questions. And she always asks the same thing. She's like, why can't we just give them homes? Why can't we help them?
There you are.
And my next guest is a retired nurse doing just that, though, for dozens of unhoused men and women. She's amazing. She's what we call a good neighbor.
How fun is that?
So she was so easy to talk to. I mean, she's very...
It's my favorite. I love that one.
Very.
She seems personable, like
Very
real.
personable.
She seems real.
Springfield, Missouri. Please welcome Linda.
And what I love is you're bringing national attention
And Springfield, Missouri, absolutely, yeah.
And there you are, gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Did they do your hair and makeup?
Oh, they didn't touch my hair, so it was good, but I had false eyelashes.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And then my lipstick, she kind of got a little bit up on one side. It looked like it had a little bit of a, I don't know, arch or something. But...
That's so amazing. I love that they're showing footage also of Springfield.
Yes, behind. See, I didn't even know what was going on behind me.
They're all different.
Because they're all
That's
different.
so amazing. And you were telling me too, Kelly Clarkson has experienced homelessness.
Yes.
Because a lot of the people we know here in Springfield have lived in their car. So did Kelly.
She lived in her car, and she did tell us, she said, you know, I grew up poor, and sometimes we'd have, like, she'd say salt for dinner, meaning, you know, that they didn't have a lot. And so she understood a lot of what we were doing, and she made it very easy to talk to.
That's good.
And so it was a fun experience, one I would never have thought at my age I'd ever get to do anything like that.
That was amazing. I'm so proud of everything you guys have accomplished, and that the community at large thanks you. You and Dr. David, seriously. I love that you came up with this idea.
It takes a village.
It does. It takes an Eden Village, and that's what it does. By the way, I've also grabbed some photos for you from your social media, and I just thought we could go through the photos and you just kind of tell us, because I love that photo so much. You and your hubby, what's going on there?
Well, we are sitting on the, where Eden Village 3 will be. Oh. So that was our little promo. We even had coffee mugs. I mean, it was the whole thing, a rug and everything, but behind us, it has all been cleared out and ready for our next village of 24 homes.
Amazing. Do you want to break the news now about Eden Village 3? It ties into what we were talking about earlier. Get this, guys.
So and I just briefly talk about it, but what we are going to do in Eden Village 3 is we're going to 3D print the homes in Eden Village 3 because they're more cost-effective, sturdy, and, you know, these will be on a slab, obviously. So there'll be no steps. It'll be an easy access. So we're pumped, and we've discovered that it's, you know, the cost is just unbelievable. From where we started at Eden Village 1 with our tiny homes, they are doubled now for Eden Village 3.
Doubled in price?
In price.
The same homes?
The same homes. So that's why we, you know, we're looking, of course, you know, Nate Schluter is our chief visionary officer, and he's very, very wise, but he checked into this 3D printing. So as we speak, we have a team out in Salt Lake City learning this process. Wow. And so we will be 3D printing our next village.
So there, guys, there's the tie-in. I don't see Jesse and Natalie, but that's the tie-in.
Yeah.
What are the odds of him doing a story about 3D printing?
That's weird.
And we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Very weird.
Okay, let's take a look at the next photo. Oh my gosh, where are you? That looks amazing.
We are in Greece. That was our big vacation that we've been planning before COVID, and so we were able to take it. It was such a wonderful trip. However, David's brother was supposed to go with us, and he passed away about 6 months or so before we were able to travel. And so my sister-in-law brought her daughter-in-law with us, and we had a blast. But Tom was there in spirit.
Yeah,
yes.
of course he was.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was looking. There's more photos on your social media. Beautiful. I mean, it looked. It looked so fake because it looked so pretty. You know?
It was absolutely stunning.
It's amazing. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, you were just recently out of town too at your conference.
Yes, we went to Oakland, California. They had the National Alliance National Association of Alliance to End Homelessness. I'm stuttering.
That's okay.
And it's a mouthful. And so we had our booth there about Eden Village, and it was fabulous. We had good turnout, lots of interest, and lots of people from all over have contacted us.
I believe that. I believe that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, look at you guys.
Well, that's my generation there, 3 generations. My daughter and granddaughter and I had gone to Alabama to meet our 4th great-granddaughter.
Oh my gosh.
And so we all went together and stayed and had a blast.
That's
Got to meet
wonderful.
Landry Kay.
Lovely. Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
So this is at Big Cedar. We have a timeshare at Big Cedar, and these are my dear friends from high school. And so I won't tell you my age, but they are friends, I would say, since we were 7 years old.
Wow.
And so we're almost friends for 60 years. There
oh
you
my
go.
gosh. There you go. That's amazing.
I'm sorry, 70 years. Wow. Sorry, I
That's
forgot
okay.
how old I was.
And by the way,
sorry.
too, before we run out of time, can you tell the people, now that Eden Village won, other states are doing this. How many Eden Villages are across the country now are starting?
We've got 13 cities in 11 states that are going to do an Eden Village. We've licensed them to do an Eden Village, and Wilmington, North Carolina will be opening theirs probably within the next month.
Wow. Look what you started. You planted the seed right here in
It was
Springfield,
awesome.
and now in 11 states, 14 cities, finding a solution to chronic homelessness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
How we call it God's project.
Guys, are we not lucky to have them in our community? Am I not lucky to know her
You-
and to text her? I was texting her a few weeks ago and you were in the conference. So.
I'm lucky to know you. I wouldn't be here.
Oh, phew, look at you. You're so sweet. No, we're all fortunate because of you. Linda, thank you
dear.
so much.
Thank you
Thank you,
for
thank you.
having
All right, guys. Hey, coming up, we're going to play some games. In fact, we're going to do a property game because you're a realtor. And your favorite genres of music are like the 50s and 60s. A special got you covered just for Linda Brown. Don't go anywhere. More fun right after this.